What is good, guys? Welcome back to my humble home. Now, I wanted to talk about something I noticed, but was cautious of experimenting with. Come in, have a seat, and we'll talk.
Hey guys, nice to see you.
Alright, this one shouldn't take too long, as it's really only one feature we were looking at. Anyone that has upgraded any given weapon, whether through modifications or using weapon salvage, they'll notice this sneaky little addition on the modification page, that being the Reforge weapon option. In order to successfully reforge one's weapon, they are going to need a healthy amount of scrip and purified goulanite.
But wait, London, what exactly does reforging your weapon do? And how much scrip and goulanite does it cost?
From what I can gather, reforging one's weapon essentially allows them to upgrade it all over again.
Well, that sounds rather interesting, but how does re-upgrading your weapon hold any kind of benefit? Isn't that just a waste of resources?
No. When I say re-upgrade, I mean it as an additional cascade of upgrading on top of what you already have. This will take additional weapon salvage and will reset your bonus points. The cost for reforging your weapon actually fluctuates depending on the ego level of the weapon and its rarity. Higher ego levels and rarity require more scrip.
I'm still unsure of how this benefits any weapon. Can you demonstrate on one of your weapons?
Sure. Let's do that. Junior? So the weapon I'm going to use for reforging is my Epic SS2 bolt-action sniper from Bonbach Industries. After acquiring the correct goulanite and scrip, I'll reforge. Now, pay attention. After initially reforging the weapon, you'll notice a few things. First, you'll see...
Wait, I see it. Your weapon rank reverted back down to 0 out of 20. Plus, your bonuses have also been reduced back to 0. However, your weapon level has not changed.
Nice observation. So even though the weapon rank and its bonuses seem to have disappeared, the weapon can be upgraded further. Hence, its ego level remains the same. In this example, it remains at 3,245. So when you
upgrade the weapon again with weapon salvage, your weapon can go beyond its current maximum ego level.
Yes, and using weapon salvage automatically augments the weapon's attributes. Thus, the benefit of reforging.
Well, that's cool. But I'm guessing the bonuses remain the same, right?
No, actually, although the numbers get reduced after reforging, once they are maxed again, the numbers are even higher than last time. Take my sniper for example again. Before I reforged, my critical multiplier bonus was at 179.27 bonus units. After reforging, however, it dropped down to 123.46 units.
Well, that seems kind of lame.
Wait. When I spend the weapon salvage and create my bonus points, you'll notice that my bonus attributes, or critical multiplier, will be even higher than last time. After reforging, it can now be stacked up to 208 bonus units toward my chosen attribute.
Alright, I take that lameness back. That actually seems very useful. Now, I'm a bit curious. How many times can you reforge a weapon? And when should one reforge their weapon?
From what I can gather, there seems to be no limit to how many times one can reforge their weapon, as long as they have the correct amount of scrip and purified goulanite. Also, there is no upgrading beyond 5,000 ego level. As for when one should reforge their weapon, there is no right answer, but there are advantages depending on when and what. If you ask me, it is best to reserve reforging for higher rarity weapons, particularly Epic, also known as Purple, and Legendary, also known as Orange.
That would make sense, as other weapons of lower rarity have a much greater chance of appearing, and would benefit an Arc Hunter more to just wait for such weapons. Purple and Orange, however, will force one to wait much longer.
Unless, of course, they are wealthy enough to purchase high-tier weapons from contract vendors, such as Von Bach Industries or Top Notch Toolworks. Now, if that is not an option, and one does not wish to discard a purple or orange rarity weapon, then it may be in their best interest to reforge it. Not only to keep it up to speed, but also to advance one's own ego level.
Wait, how does reforging increase one's ego level?
Put simply, the higher ego level one's gear is, their weapons, armor, and grenades for example, the higher their overall ego level. So reforging is almost like a shortcut to increasing one's ego level without forcing one to use undesirable weapons but with higher ego level.
Now I see. So reforging a weapon pretty much increases the ego level of said weapon. This is done by resetting the weapon's rank and bonuses without changing the ego level. This allows one to use their weapon salvage to upgrade the weapon again back to its highest rank. This is, in turn, what adds additional ego level and increases the potency of one's bonuses. And as you said, the process can act as a shortcut to increasing one's ego level without having to let go of their preferred weapons. Right?
That's exactly right. Now, I forgot to mention that reforging is an additional option if one is short on Ceruleum cores, and they consequently cannot or prefer not to transfer their high-tier weapon mods to another weapon.
One more question. You said that reforging costs are dependent on weapon rarity and ego level. Does the cost of script and gulenite remain the same with every reforging process?
Very good question. I did say, however, that cost is dependent on ego level. So naturally, as a weapon gets reforged further, the cost will increase. As far as I have seen though, the purified gulenite cost remains the same. Script, however, increases commensurately with the ego level.
Well, thank you for clearing that up.
Now, on a slightly unrelated note, I do have one more thing to address. That is prismatic crystals. I managed to find this feature by mistake, and have no idea how long it has been there. It seems to be reminiscent of the original Defiance. When one goes to their Synergy Matrix page and presses Y, or triangle if you play on the PlayStation, a message shows up informing you that you don't own any prismatic crystals. I'm not sure what this means, but I'm tempted to think that this may be an addition in the future. Maybe not. The prompt is not there at the bottom of the screen, but the page remains there when you press the correct button. It could be a scrapped idea or a new addition. We'll just wait and see, but I thought this was an interesting find for myself.
Speaking of the Synergy Matrix, I have noticed one little discrepancy from the last review we did. When you were talking about synergies, you stated that the only way to get MP or chromatic dust was through duplicate crystals. However, after playing the Defiance game long enough, I've come to discover that when one completes a daily contract, they automatically get 500 units of MP or chromatic dust if their battery is full. The same can be said for weekly contracts, which rewards 2,500 units. And of course, I'm referring to synthetic Genesis technology contracts. I think that's what they're called anyway.
Well, I suppose you got me on that one. So yes, you are correct. One automatically gains 500 units of Matrix battery power, or MP, and chromatic dust from daily contracts, while gaining an automatic 2,500 units from weekly contracts. Duplicate crystals, however, is the secondary way of gaining chromatic dust and MP. Thank you for clearing that up, actually. Otherwise, though, that is all this onion.
And this onion.
Alright, that is all these onions have to say. Thank you guys very much for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.
Later, guys. Come back soon.